Primarily, people don't like to work with Blake Lively. I can also tell you personally, back when I was an intern at Glamour magazine, working under an editor, she said the most difficult person that she has ever worked with and the rudest person that she had ever worked with was Blake Lively.
She reportedly is claiming that she doesn't want Brian Friedman to depose her because of unspecified statements that he's made about her. You mean like when he said that they had plans to sue her into oblivion?
All right, to begin, let's start with the end. The conclusion here, I have said this since before, long before this ever broke out between her and Justin Baldoni, that we have to compartmentalize. Blake Lively is not a good person. So no matter what happens in this lawsuit, no matter who wins in the end, do not let it distract you from the fact that she has proven herself not to be a kind person, okay?
Hey everyone. Today we're diving deep into the turbulent legal battles surrounding Blake Lively, who is fiercely fighting to keep some shocking revelations from seeing the light of day in her ongoing clash with Justin Baldoni. So, fasten your seatbelts, besties. If you thought your group chat was dramatic, wait until you hear about this. First up on the list, Blake has attempted, not once, not twice, but on multiple occasions, to enforce a strict gag order on Justin Baldoni and his lawyer, Brian Friedman. Essentially, she's pleading with the court, can we get these guys to just stay quiet already? But so far, the judge appears unimpressed, seemingly responding with, not under my watch, sweetheart. Why is she so eager to silence everything? Maybe Blake has some secrets even juicier than a Taylor Swift breakup song. Or perhaps she simply despises seeing her name splashed across tabloids for anything unrelated to a red carpet event. Either way, it's coming across as desperate. If she were truly convinced of her innocence, wouldn't she prefer everything to be openly discussed? Let's just say, the more aggressively she tries to quiet Justin, the more suspicious it seems. Another major revelation, and this one involves the New York Times. You won't believe this. It appears that Justin Baldoni might actually have a pretty solid case against the New York Times. I know for a fact that the mainstream media has a habit of distorting the narrative and shielding their influential allies. As if attempting to silence the other party wasn't enough, rumor has it that Blake strutted into the courtroom with an attitude so flamboyant, it might as well have come with a sprinkle of glitter. She practically told the judge, "Can we just throw out this entire case like last season's wardrobe?" The judge, however, took one look at that request and firmly responded, "Absolutely not. Case stays."
Friend, I believe in due process, which is why I always read the facts of the case before accepting the media narrative that they were plotting with the New York Times for months to smear him, and there may be some important evidence. So in Justin Baldoni's lawsuit, he accuses Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively of colluding with the New York Times.
You have to admire the sheer boldness. Picture someone standing before a judge, batting their eyelashes, expecting their problems to magically disappear. No matter how charming her public image may be, Blake Lively isn't receiving any special treatment here. Not even her A-list status can outrun the reach of the law. In every high-profile civil case, there inevitably comes a stage where depositions take place, a process where every single detail is officially documented. And guess who is reportedly dreading that moment like a student fearing final exams? That's right, Blake Lively. She's pulling every trick in the book to sidestep Friedman's questioning, as if he were wielding a vial of truth serum. The gossip mill is buzzing that she's scrambling to cite every excuse imaginable, conflicting schedules, claims of intimidation, or her personal favorite, insisting that Friedman has some kind of personal grudge.
But you can rest assured that based on the investigation we've done, the text messages we have, the receipts that'll go along with that complaint, she's dead in the water.
Now, I believe in due process, which is why I always examine the facts before buying into a media-crafted narrative. The reality is, there are allegations that the New York Times had been coordinating with Lively and her team for months to undermine Baldoni. And from what I hear, there's some compelling evidence backing this up. Justin Baldoni's lawsuit explicitly accuses Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively of conspiring with the New York Times. But here's the thing. Depositions are not casual celebrity interviews you can simply skip. If she fails to appear, she could face some serious legal consequences. And that makes her avoidance tactics look highly suspicious. I mean, if there's nothing to hide, why go to such lengths to avoid testifying? If Baldoni comes across as the friendly, easygoing Hollywood nice guy, then Friedman is the legal world's equivalent of a final boss in a video game. He's the one Lively's legal team keeps branding as the villain, primarily because he's been very vocal about his stance on this case, including strong hints that he intends to take legal action against her. Friedman hasn't minced words, even going so far as to suggest that he intends to sue Lively into oblivion. He's reportedly gathering solid proof, admissions, documents, and communications that allegedly outline how she maneuvered her way into controlling this movie project. According to sources, Lively's agency and others involved could also be facing lawsuits. So, is Friedman really the predatory lawyer circling his target, or is he merely a legal professional doing his job, challenging a star who is used to controlling her own public narrative? Either way, the more aggressively Friedman argues his case, the harder Lively's team pushes to paint him as a menace, likely in an effort to convince the judge that they cannot go through with depositions under such circumstances. The probable response from the judge? Nice try, but that's not how this works. Based on the investigation that's been conducted so far and the text messages and receipts that will be included in the legal complaint, Lively may be in deep trouble. She typically surrounds herself with an elite entourage. Her best friend Taylor Swift, powerhouse talent agency WME, and PR expert Leslie Sloan. Usually, that's a dream team capable of turning mountains into molehills or burying controversies beneath layers of glowing press. But here's the thing. The courtroom doesn't operate by Hollywood's rules. It doesn't matter how many A-listers appear on the scene. The only thing that carries weight here is evidence. If Lively was hoping her high-profile connections could reshape this narrative, she might be in for a rude awakening. Legal proceedings don't come with VIP privileges. Fans are already joking that winter is coming for Blake, referencing the collapse of her pristine public image. And honestly, they might be onto something. Every time her legal team submits another motion to silence or dismiss, the public can't help but ask, why the desperation? The pattern suggests she's terrified of the full story getting out. At the same time, Baldoni's side, while not entirely flawless, appears to be moving forward with a noticeable confidence, almost as if they're sitting on a treasure trove of receipts, just waiting for the right moment to reveal them. Could Lively be on the verge of a public unraveling that eclipses her entire career? It's possible. When a judge repeatedly denies requests to skip depositions or muzzle opponents, it's usually a sign that some serious revelations are about to drop. So, with failed gag orders, rejected motions to dismiss, and the impending deposition process, Blake Lively is cornering herself. Unless she has a secret strategy hidden up her flawlessly tailored sleeves, the countdown to a legal showdown is officially underway. Will she cave under pressure and settle out of court to prevent more damning details from emerging? Or will she boldly face the depositions, insisting on her innocence, potentially risking some major damaging disclosures if Friedman's warnings hold true? Whichever way she chooses to play this, one thing is certain. The paparazzi will be watching closely. Fans will be passionately debating Team Blake versus Team Justin. And we'll be right here, savoring every last sip of the drama. All right, besties, it's time for you to weigh in. Is Blake Lively overplaying her hand with constant attempts to silence the opposition? Or is she genuinely trying to protect herself from a media smear campaign? Is Friedman the ruthless attorney out for blood, or just the bearer of some inconvenient truths? Let's get the conversation started in the comments. And if you're loving the drama, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next update. Until next time, stay tuned, stay blessed, and stay informed on all the latest celebrity scandals.